Hello, welcome to the Righteous Tiger 21-day Qigong Challenge. My name is Megan Cole and I will be your tour guide for this lovely excursion. And today is Challenge Eve. So tomorrow we are going to hit the ground running. I want to go over some things that is crucial to keep it flowing, keep it every day just smooth and easy. So first of all, there's two separate chats, community chats on Viber. One is the instructional / check-in chat, and one is the discussion chat. Two things go on the instructional check-in chat: instructions and check-ins. And then discussion will be a daily question that I ask. You can ask general questions. Please keep personal stuff personal and send me a personal message. So truthfully, there's three things: instructional check-ins, discussions, and personal stuff. I just find that when people start to really put personal stuff in the discussion chat, that other people start to put personal stuff in the discussion chat, and it just starts to go sideways. I mean, it's true. Keep stuff personal, and talk to me about it. Great. Okay, so let's go over the check-ins. You check in every day after you've completed the video, and simply say, day 1 done, day 2 completed. You can put emojis, you could put a wonderful adjective. Sometimes I'll ask you when we're really getting more and more aware and sensitive to the different energies we're moving around. Say, hey, tell me how you felt before class, and put that in, and then after class. So sometimes there is an extra word in the check-in, right? So that's and then more lengthy things are in the discussion. So that's the clarity on the different ways we communicate. If you have not already subscribed to my channel on YouTube, please do that. It's Megan Cole. If you search Righteous Tiger Qigong Megan Cole, it will come up, and it is to the right of the video. It says subscribe. It's in red, and boom, hit that. Then at the bottom of your YouTube, you will have easier to find this. You don't have to search every day. It's easier to find your subscriptions. They're on the bottom toolbar. Please message me if you have any issue with that. If you want to learn how to hook up YouTube to your smart TV, if you have a Roku box, find your YouTube app and then search. So again, ask me. I'm happy to help, because I've helped people through it and just learned by troubleshooting. So that's the YouTube, that's the check-in, and so with the check-ins, now our goal is to create a consistency practice, 21 days in a row. So as a group, it's better, it works better if we're all on the same day. Okay, so if you miss a day, you're allowed to miss a day. You're allowed one mulligan, okay, because this is just life. I get it. Try not to. Try to do 21 days in a row. You can't ever tell how that's going to feel until you complete something like this for 21 days. But you do get a mulligan, especially these times of our lives. They're not what they once were. So our schedules are a lot different. So if you do miss a day, catch up, and then come back in the correct day and say day 4 done. Please don't say day 4 done when we're on day 10. No, you're not in it anymore. You're gone. So this is important that stays clear. That stays clear. I'm here to help you stay accountable, and so each day you would check in, and it makes the discussions a lot better when everyone is thinking of the same thing each day. So the group field, we'll call it, is wonderful. And I have people from all over. I have people who I taught yoga to 25 years ago. I have people who I just met, or I've actually never met in person. So that's a wonderful thing too. So those are the tech housekeeping issues that we want to clear today. Okay, one more tech thing. And if you want to watch it on an iPad or a tablet, and it's not loud enough, the first several videos, because I was just learning how to do it, they're not very loud because I'm outside and I didn't know how to do the voiceover yet. True story. So you may want to get yourself an external speaker with an auxiliary cord hooked up to your iPad. So that's very helpful to keep it a volume you can hear. And then some people, they like to practice outside. You'll notice most every day the videos are outside because that's where I prefer to practice my Qigong. So the external speaker, and a lot of iPads can connect Bluetooth too. So, or phone to an external speaker. If you have a big old phone, you could see it too and do an external speaker. So those are options tech-wise how to have a better class. Okay, let's talk some about what you're about to do. So Qigong is I would say it is the grandparent of movement meditation. There are essentially 3 types of Qigong. Martial, that would be things like Kung Fu, and even Tai Chi is martial because it's slow motion. So martial, medical, and meditative. And so the medical types of Qigong blend what I'm trained in, Chinese medicine, blend Chinese medicine and the meridian system with moving your Qi around. And that's what you're going to learn with the Qi Lao Qigong form. It is in the medical meditative categories of Qigong. And so really the ultimate goal of our practice with what's called the Qi Lao Qigong form, all these links will be in the discussion page, so you can look this up. The Qi Lao Qigong form is the form we are going to learn that lifts earth energy up and pours heaven energy down. So lift Qi up, pour Qi down. So there are modifications I'm going to show in the next video that help you if moving your body in these particular ways is not possible yet. So we do not obviously want to create injury by trying to heal our body. So there are modifications that I'm going to show in the next video. But the lift Qi up, pour Qi down, Qi Lao form, is setting our body up or priming our body. So when we, at the end of this course, the last 4 to 5 days, you are learning how to practice the microcosmic orbit meditation while you're doing your Qigong. The first couple weeks, we are just learning where everything goes, where you're pushing, where you're pulling, where you're directing energy. We're just getting the ABCs down. And then you'll be ready to start to move the energy of the microcosmic orbit. This in yoga is also, it's a known energy, and it's called Kundalini energy. And so we have tremendous respect for this type of energy that is held within us and is also in the universe and everything. So our intention for this healing energy moving through our body is to remove obstructions and to also benefit and create the most cellular function we can create. So it is very important that we regulate this and we learn how to cultivate an awareness for it. Everyone's awareness is so different, but the safety in my job as a teacher is to really allow you to become aware of it slowly. It's a very meditative practice. The warm-ups we do beforehand help us move blood and energy around, so we have a heightened sensitivity when we do the form. So that is a little snippet of where we're going with this course, with the Qi Lao Qigong form. Okay, hello. We're going to go over some modifications for shoulder, neck, low back, hip, and knee restrictions. So there's a motion we do in the form where we are pushing with the heel of the hand and lifting shoulders up and pulling shoulders back. We do this a lot, so you will learn it. The motion, what we're going to do and look for is this shoulder forward, shoulder up, and rolling back. So you can practice it with your shoulder itself, coming forward, up, roll back and down, forward, up, back and down. Now all of us need a lot more of the back and down, so that is pulling and pulling shoulder blades together. Once you actively push with the heels of your hands, push, pull up, roll back, then the arm is kind of out of it. I want you to start to learn more, move your arms more with your mid-back. Okay, and this is allowing for the full shoulder rotation. The warm-ups help that we do. We're constantly trying to strengthen that mid-back as well. So that's the upper body. Lower body, now you already know full well if you're good, you know, with bending forward, if your low back is compliant with that. The modification I need you to do, if touching the ground or touching the feet is not an option, I need you to not go all the way down. I need you to stay here at your hips. And this is the motion I'm talking about. We come into a particular motion where we are rolling down. Now I will roll all the way down to my feet, but if you need to, you stay here on your hips or stay on your knees. And the motion is to go forward, more weight into the toes, sink down, bend the knees, shift weight back, and so there's this like kind of locomotive pumping action, forward, down, back and up. And that is really helpful and for our lower spine, and therefore lower dantian, lower energy center. Knees as well. For balance, you may need to keep your feet hips width apart, but be mindful that your knees don't point out. Eventually your goal is to bring legs all the way together, touching. I will start out that way, but if there is any type of discomfort in your leg, or some people describe, you know, just kind of like a cramping, just move your feet, and that is very helpful. So those are the two modifications. If you have other ones that you need to talk to me about, just send me a message. More modifications. First, if you need to sit down the entire time to do the Qilao Qigong form, then that is 100% okay. You will do all of the arm motions, everything the same, and when there is the rolling down forward bend action, you just stay seated and do that same concept. You move the energy in the body. So from the side, try to get a chair that doesn't have arms, you know, because you are going to be moving your arms around. You will be moving the arms from here to here, around and to the back. So I'm sitting on the very, very edge of a armless chair. So from the side with this motion, and it'll make more sense once you see the motion in the form, you want to go forward, down, back down. So really our legs are just the expression of what's happening here. You are going forward, down in this kind of like rolling action. But being balanced and feeling like you're really moving the middle is important. Eventually you can stand and do it as well. So that's important. There are some warm-ups where we also bend forward, and I need you to modify those as well and sit in an armless chair. Even the very first one, very first day, is called the swimming dragon. And you're coming up and you come down and you start to do these motions with the hands, with the arms, and that is really, if you don't feel coordinated yet to do it, just sit down and it will build. So